You are stuck under 1,000 followers, I can almost guarantee that you're making one or more of these mistakes. I've been creating content for over 10 years. I've grown multiple platforms over 100,000 followers. And I also coach creators how to turn their content into income. And I constantly see mistakes holding people back from even getting to 1,000 followers and going on this content creator journey in the first place. Instead of some long intro, I got my notes. Let's dive into this and talk about the mistakes that you're probably making. Mistake number one, and it's the biggest one, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say it because people really hate when I say it. Stop just doing the trends. Stop doing the trends. A lot of new creators think that simply following the latest trend, the latest trending sound, the latest dance is going to blow their account up and make them famous. The reality is 90% of the time when people are copy pasting these trends, they're not bringing anything new to the table. They're not bringing any unique point of view that would make someone watching that video be like, wow, that is a very unique take. They're saying something to me. I need to go follow them. If you can be like, if your face can be like swapped out with the different creators, then you're not actually adding any value to your page by doing these trends. Oh, do you need me to hold your hand right now? I think a lot of people see creators like Charli D'Amelio who have blown their account up by doing the copy paste trends. That works for her. She's an exception to the rule that also worked for her because she started in like 5 years ago. She started many years ago when the internet was different. Right now, the internet isn't playing by the same rules. So if you are someone who defaults to trends because you can't think of anything else to post about, I need you to stop. I need you to think strategically about your personal creator brand. I need you to think about, what am I trying to say to people? And then if it does make sense to do one of those trends, integrating those strategically and making sure you're always bringing a little bit more storytelling to that trend. A lot of the times when I see creators using these trending sounds, so anything from like very demure, very mindful to that was rude. Any of those trends, a lot of the times it's kind of like Hilary Duff sometimes when she's dancing, when you're like, yes, girl, give us nothing. Give us nothing. You have to give a little extra something. You have to give people a reason to follow you. And maybe the trend will give you a lot of views, but if those views aren't translated into followers, don't do it. And if you're sitting here being like, Kara, I don't know what else to post other than these trends because I can never come up with ideas, I want you to grab my free resource in the caption. It is a whole worksheet that helps you figure out your niche, the best niche for you. It's totally free, so grab that, do the worksheet. It's gonna help you figure out some other things you can post other than trending sounds that are just gonna get you nowhere. Mistake number two is posting without a hook. And I know you probably hear this quite a lot. Just like the word authentic is thrown around in the influencer marketing world, I feel like hooks is thrown around a lot. But the reality is a lot of people are very misunderstanding what a hook is. A hook has to be boom. It has to be right in the start. It can't even be like, hey guys, hook. It is just hook. You almost have to make it feel like, you know, when you're in a party and you're walking up to a group of people and they're in the middle of telling a story, it has to kind of feel like that. A good hook is when someone just kind of feels like they walked into your conversation, but they're like, tell me more. You're cutting through the intro fluff and you're just getting to the good thing. A good hook is under 2 seconds long. It's not just what you're saying. It's not just what you're putting on your screen. Both of those are two really good ways to use hooks. It can also be visually. Let's take my glasses. Just little things like this can be a hook. Taking them on or off. Even holding microphones can be a good little hook because this is like what's happening here. It hooks people's brains. It hooks the like primal part of people's brains, makes them want to figure out what you're about to tell them. So yeah, if your first line is, hey guys, or come with me to blank, 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 and it's not interesting, you've already lost 90% of the people. Make sure every single video you post has a hook. I know I love how I look in these glasses. They're my blue light glasses, but they reflect kind of weird. So hook. Taking those off for you. On the note of a really good hook, mistake number 3 is not making content for people's short attention spans. So this sort of like rolls over from mistake number 2. Follow-up mistake I see a lot of creators make is not talking fast enough, not getting to the point fast enough, not just making the video fast enough in general. The amount of times where I see like a vlog or even like a restaurant feature that's actually really good. Like I think the voiceover is funny, they're providing good info, but they're being a little too slow about this. They're not cutting out the ums, they're not cutting out the pauses, and I'm not really getting to the good part until 45 seconds in, and even I, who am trying to watch this video, am a little bored by it. So I'm just gonna keep using my glasses. Let's say you're making a video about these glasses. Instead of being slow and being like, hey guys, get ready with me with my new blue light glasses. I just love how red they are. They make any outfit I'm making pop with a little bit of color. They're under $7 on Amazon. I link that in the link in my bio. So yeah, go check it out. That's a boring video. Instead, I would literally do something like, these red glasses make me feel like Clark Kent. I feel like I can take over the world like Superman whenever I wear these. The best part is they're under $7, linked in my Amazon storefront. We're saying the same thing. One's very fast, one's catching your attention because people have zero attention spans these days. The other one's a little boring. It's putting me to sleep. You don't just have people's attention spans that you're fighting against all the other videos in the algorithm that are shorter and then driving more emotional impact. You also have to remember that the reason why TikTok specifically is so addicting is because we never know what that next spike of dopamine is going to be. That's why we're all addicted to it, is because we're like craving those happy brain chemicals, and scrolling kind of feels like the lottery. You know, that's also why slot machines are so addicting, is because you never know what the next thing is going to be. So if you aren't captivating people, so if you're making a video that's super long, every single second that goes by, you are making people crave that next dopamine hit even faster. So make your hook great, and then make your video to the point and faster, and like make sure people are paying attention and watch it through, and they'll like you better, and they'll increase the chance that they'll follow you. God, I really do love how I look in these glasses. Mistake number 4 is poor quality content, which often is really just poor quality gear. I have this conversation a lot with my students where I just want to like shake them and be like, if you just invested in one of these little lights that are $25, or one of these little mics, or if you even like sat your ass in front of a window like I'm doing right now, the content quality would be exponentially better. This isn't YouTube circa 2009 anymore, where we can get away with like super grainy, dark content. Not only do people crave high quality content, the algorithm does. It has been proven to push better quality content out. And better quality content doesn't just mean better hooks and better storytelling and meeting people where they need to, which is fast, interesting content. It also means like how bright your videos are, how crisp and clear they are. Are you shooting in cinematic mode like I'm right now, or the normal video mode? You can have the best idea in the world, but if your videos are dark, if they're muffled, if they're not crisp and clear, people are just going to keep scrolling by and they're not going to want to follow you. This is my gear bag that has like all of my favorite things. I'm going to link all of these below for you because I have tested a lot of things in here. Actually, these are the mics that I started out with that I hate. I mean, they're really great intro ones. They're only $10, but I tested them out. They were fine. I'll link them, but I felt like I needed to upgrade to these, which are like $90, but 1,000 times better. So I'm going to link all the gear that I have tested and love and stand behind in the caption below, so you can get my list. Because after 10 years of doing this, I know that it's always worth it to have better gear. Last mistake is thinking that just showing up consistently is enough to help you grow. And that's super important. If you follow me here on YouTube, which you should, please subscribe, or on TikTok or Instagram, you know that I'm constantly preaching to be consistent and show up every single day. But the reality is, if you don't have a strategy with your content, showing up consistently is gonna do nothing for you. If you're treating your account more like a diary or like a stream of conscious, or even like following the trends where you're just kind of like knee-jerk reacting to whatever's on your mind or on your feed, you're not building a business. That's where a lot of creators fail before they even get started, is they don't treat their content like a business. I've said it before and I'll say it again, that's the whole point of this, right? Like, you're learning how to grow your followers and work with brands so you can get paid, so you can live your dream life. That's a business, baby. So if you aren't treating yourself like a business from day one, you're not going to get there, or it's going to take you a really long time to get there. So if you're struggling getting those followers, I need you to take a hard, honest look at yourself and make sure that you're not just knee-jerk reacting, you're not just posting stream of conscious things. You have some strategy around what you're posting, and most importantly, why you're posting it, because not every piece of content you post is going to get you views, but it could get you brand deals. So are you posting for yourself? Are you posting for your followers? Are you posting for brands? Posting for yourself isn't enough. Like, you need to enjoy what you're posting, but you need to make sure that you are posting content that not only attracts followers, but attracts paying brands. And if you don't know how to do that, again, I can help you, baby. Showing up every day means nothing if you're not doing it strategically. I'm trying to keep this nice and short and sweet for you. Those are the 5 mistakes that hold most creators back. If you're interested in learning more from me, specifically about the mistakes people make that are holding them back from brand deals, I want you to grab my free mini course. I'll also link that in the caption below. I don't care if you don't have 1,000 followers yet. I think every new creator needs to watch this because, as we talked about, if you're not treating yourself like a business from the get-go, you're never gonna make this your full-time job. So in this free mini course, I go over the main mistakes that creators are making that are preventing them from having brand deals. And we talk a little bit more about strategy and things that you should be posting to not only get followers, but get paid brand deals. I post weekly growth strategies here on YouTube, but also TikTok. So make sure to go subscribe and follow me in those places. I would love to have you part of this little community because I fully believe that every creator can get rich from content if they just know how to do it. And that's what I'm here for, to show you how to do it.